Hello, fellow investor. I want to welcome you to this channel. In this video, we look at the earnings expectations for HP. HP is scheduled to report first quarter earnings on Wednesday, May 28th after the market close. We'll cover several topics to see how HP is trading going into the earnings and help set expectations moving forward. We will review the current price chart and trend charts along with some key valuation metrics. I'll also share HP portfolio holdings and performance. Let's get started. HP is scheduled to report first quarter earnings on Wednesday, May 28th after the market close. In the previous quarter, HP reported revenue of $13.5 billion, beating revenue estimates by $151.49 million. HP reported earnings of 74 cents per share in line with estimates. For this quarter, the revenue estimate is $13.13 billion, with earnings per share of 80 cents per share. Over the last 90 days, one analyst raised estimates and 10 analysts lowered estimates. HPQ beats or meets analysts' one-year forward estimates 100% of the time. HPQ is showing positive relative strength going into the earnings. The options market is pricing an implied move of plus or minus 7%. HP is slightly less than 1% position of my equity portfolio. I have held HP since February of 2022 and have traded the position 12 times through April 2025. I currently hold 200 HP shares at an average cost per share of $29.52. The total return is 17% on the holding. For the 12 trades, 7 are winning trades and 5 losing trades. The gain-loss ratio is 1.23 to 1, with a win rate of 58%. For the second half of 2024, HP pretty much traded sideways. And then as the market began to rotate from the technology, the growth areas to more defensive posture, we saw a steady decline in the pricing of HPQ. And then with the tariff announcements, we saw a drop down to about $21 per share. And since that time, HP has climbed to about 29.48, and then over the past week, it's traded down a couple dollars to 27.98. We do see positive RSI, but weakening at this point. We see positive PPO, but it is declining and looking like it could actually cross the signal line here within the next few days. Looking at the relative strength compared to the SPX, we can see that HPQ is having stronger relative strength and stronger momentum than the SPX at this moment. We do see some positive accumulation on HPQ. We do see positive money flow since about the end of March. Over the last year, HPQ has underperformed the SPX by 19.5%. It's underperformed the technology sector at 17.12%. It has underperformed its industry group, computer hardware, at 13.42%. And the industry overall has underperformed the SPX by almost 8%. The HPQ 5-year weekly chart has HP underperforming its long-term averages at the moment, also underperforming its midterm averages, but it is positive on its short-term averages. We'll take a look at the valuation growth and profitability metric from Seeking Alpha for HPQ. We see that HPQ trades at a forward PE of 8.01 times compared to the sector median of 21.44 times. The expected EPS growth rate for HPQ is 3.63% compared to the sector average of 10.44%. And the expected revenue growth rate for HPQ is 1.48% compared to the sector at 6.97%. Then turning to profitability, we see that HPQ has a net margin of 5.04 compared to the sector average of 3.67. Finally, we'll turn our attention to fast graphs for HPQ. We can see that they're trading in a blended PE of 8.05 times. They do have a very good EPS yield of 12.46 times, indicating good value. They have a dividend yield of 4.41%. HPQ, over the time frame shown, has an adjusted operating earnings growth rate of 6.63. FastGraph calculate the fair value ratio for HPQ at 15 times, and the market places an 8.92 times multiple on HPQ. HPQ is currently trading below its fair value and its normally applied market multiple. We can also see that growth over the next 3 years is pretty much flat at 5%. I hope you found this earnings preview helpful. If so, please subscribe to the channel for future videos and consider giving a like to help support the channel. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you the best in your investment journey, and remember to trade well.